Namaskaram everyone, welcome back to the fourth episode of our master level design series, and this episode onwards we are going to continue our work towards the merchant shop that we need in our game that is being developed in the master Unreal series. In this episode we are going to set up the skeleton of our house. That means the architecture, the external architecture, which includes roof, walls, floor, ceiling, and texturing. And along with this, we will texture them as well. After all this is done, we will export them to Unreal and play with the lighting. And this is how the final result will look like in this episode. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright, so we are in the Blender now. I want you to download this Archimesh extension, that is an add-on for the Blender. It will allow you to create interiors of your house like doors, rooms, windows, floors, roof, cabinets, shelf, and all these things. So just go to this link. I have provided that in description. You can get this add-on by pressing on it and dragging it inside the Blender. Once you do that, it will say enable add-on. So click on that. I have already installed, so I'll press on close. Then in the preferences, under the add-ons, you will find Archimesh. You can click on it. You can hold N and there will be an option called create. In this create, you will find the Archimesh pop-up menu where you can pick things. So click on this annotate, which is a pencil, and just get some good perspective just to draw 3 walls. Make sure you do not release your mouse click. You have to draw in one go. So just go like this. And this is my boundary wall. Okay. Once you are done, release the click. Make sure you do not release the key till you are done. Then click on this room from draw and this will give you the walls. If you don't see these numbers, just go and click on this show. This will show these metrics. Now you can go back to selection menu. So first let's reduce the length of the wall by going here. You can read these parameters wall 1, wall 2 and wall 3. So we will start from wall 2. We will make it 5 meters long and this one 2 points, let's say 5. This one as well 2.5. Okay, it should be minus 2.5. Okay, let's try increasing it more by minus 4 and this one as 4. Okay, now it looks sufficient. Now we need to get a roof. So what I'll do, I'll click on the advance of wall 1 and wall 3 and this is something called as peak. So if you increase the peak, it will rise it like this. I can go for 1.5 and same for the wall 3. So we go in wall 3 and we change this value to 1.5. So now you have the peak. Now you can lay down your roof. So for roof, what we will do is first get the ceiling, then get the floor. If you click on this close walls, it will add the remaining walls so that you get a close figure, but we want this open for our shop. And before we add our roof, let's add some width or thickness into these walls. Remember, this should not be 0. If you export it without any thickness, then the walls will not be visible in some cases when your camera angle is slightly off in Unreal Engine. So give some thickness. So I'll give a thickness of, let's say 0.05. I think this much is sufficient. Now we add a roof. So for this, just collapse this and go for roof. This will bring the roof. Remember, whatever you add with this Archimesh, it will be added at your world origin. So if you change the position of this world origin, the item will be placed or spawned over there. Now we need to take this at top. So what I'll do, I'll go in the 5:1 front orthographic, select this and press G, Z and all the way up to here. Okay. Then go for 7, R, Z and rotate it like this. You can go for 90 degrees directly. Okay. And now we need to make it little slant. So I'll go for 5:1 again and R, Y, and we go something like this. Let's say by 39 degrees. After this, we have to cover this entire roof. So instead of placing or duplicating this objects multiple times, you can use the array modifier. So first you select this roof object, you collapse these, and you will find array X and array Y. Just increase the count. And after this, I have to increase in the Y as well. So I'll increase it by 3. Okay, you can increase one more time if you want. 7. Press 5 1 and press GX to bring it a little something like this, and press R to rotate it. GX GZ. Always use these axes for moving stuff so that you move them in a single direction and in precise way. Okay, now this is done. Now we have to mimic this here. So for this, I will add a mirror modifier. So if you haven't watched the second episode, I recommend you check that. You will get a good hands-on and some muscle memory over this Blender software. Now this mirror modifier is considering x-axis, and remember, whatever modifiers you apply, they are applied at origin. Do you see this orange dot? Okay, so if you change this orange dot to somewhere else, the mirror modifier will be applied at that place. So if we go in the edit mode, you can see there are curves. If I change this origin to this coordinate, just C, do not copy, and Shift S, cursor to selected, then press tab, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Now you see it moved. Okay, if I press Ctrl Z, you will see. Okay, so whatever modifiers you applied like this, especially the mirror one for now, it will be applied at the origin. So now we have to change the origin to this place so that this thing can be mirrored here. So I have to move my origin here, but I cannot do so because all these items are from the array modifier, right? So there are two ways. Either you apply them and then you will be able to select this vertex. Another way, if I go Control Z, okay, if you do tab now, you cannot do anything. Another way is go in add, empty, plane axis, click on it, and what I want is select this house, press tab, select this vertex, and Shift S, cursor to selected. You'll move your cursor here, and let's remove this empty for now and re-add it. Make sure you are on object mode before adding. Go for empty, plain axis, and it will be added exactly here. Great. Now what you can do, you can tell the mirror modifier to use this as a mirroring point. So I'll go for empty, and you can see it is aligned perfectly. Great. Now we have to fix it, or you can leave it. It is your choice, but I would like to fix it. So first we will go in 5.1 and then take some space, GX, and something like this is okay, and GZ to pull it all the way here. Okay, it looks good enough. We can now apply the array modifiers. Apply the X and Y first, then apply the mirror. Always follow this order, otherwise it will scatter. Good, we have everything in place. Now let's apply the textures. For textures, you can come back to cc0textures.com. Here you can go for planks. Okay, so these are the planks that you can use. I would suggest go for correct combinations. I would like to go for this plank 024B. So I'll click on this and I'll download it. I have already downloaded. Then we need something for roof. So I'll press on roof. So you will get a lot of textures for roof as well. So since it's a village hut, I will go for something like this one, a thatch roof angled. You can download this if you want to follow the episode. And if you want to have your own combination, you are feel free to do it. It will not make any difference. Okay, so I have already downloaded these two textures. What I'll do is go in the shading tab and create a new material. Name it wooden wall plank, and then I'll select this principal BSDF, Control Shift T. Okay, so I have a lot of textures downloaded from CC0, so I'll quickly locate this in my wood library and I'll go for plank. Yeah, so this is the one that I selected. So I'll double click on it. Now this is exactly what you might have downloaded if you have chosen this texture, plank 027B. Select all of the textures by pressing A and then deselect the USDC, USDA and the JPG. The rest of these are the textures. Select them and they will be auto attached. Okay, so this is how it looks. Cool. Now we need roof. So I'll create another material by pressing on this new material icon. It will give me the duplicate. So I'll delete everything. Okay. And then I'll select and rename it to roof. Okay. I'll select this principal BSDF, Control Shift T, and this is the one we downloaded, Thatch Roof. So I'll select all of them and then click on this. And here we got our roof texture. It's okay. We'll fix this. We'll go back to modeling. Now you can switch to texture mode if your GPU or CPU can afford it. And the roof texture was supposed to be this. So first let me save. I'll call it episode 4. Okay, great. Now we go back to object mode by pressing tab. Make sure you are in the object mode. Select this room walls and then go in the material, change this to wooden plank. Okay, then go for the roof, change this to hut roof. Okay, it's fine if it doesn't look the way we expected. It is because we haven't unwrapped the object faces. So for this, select the roof, go in edit mode, press A to select everything, press 3 to go in face mode, then go for U, Smart UV project, go for 66 degrees and then unwrap. It might take a second. Once you do that, you will see the texture visible. Do the same for this particular boundary walls. Select them, tab, select everything, go for U, Smart UV project, go for these, unwrap, and we are good. Now, what is it doing? If you go to UV editing tab, if you select this, press tab, select all, you will be able to see how it looks like. Okay, so coming back, going to the walls, press tab, hold A, and now you can see this is your plank texture and these are your faces. If you scroll here in the toolbar and go to texture mode, and let's apply the texture at the bottom as well. So I'll go for object mode, select this floor, go for tab, edit mode, press A, U, Smart UV project, unwrap. Okay, so there we have it. Now you can assign the material by going back to tab, in the object mode, select the floor, then material, wooden plank. Okay, there you go. Go for this as well. Now after UV unwrapping, things look good, but if you want to align in a more appropriate way, for example, this doesn't look good. And what about this? So we will change this as well. I'll select this base border and I'll assign the same material. Okay, so that it looks a bit aligned. However, you can turn this off, this base border, if you don't need it. Press N and locate that create, which is Archimesh. If you select these walls, you will be able to deselect the baseboard. If you do that, it will of course remove the textures, but you can again select it and go for wooden plank, go for the base as well, and you are good. Okay, so now you no longer have the baseboard. Great. Now we need to fix this texture issue. you will go in the edit mode. You will go in the face mode by pressing 3. And now this thickness is because of the solidify modifier. So for this, I'll select this house walls, and in the mirror modifier, I will apply this. Once you apply it, press tab, and now you will be able to select this face. If you select this face, you will be able to see there are small 2 dots. So what I'll do, I'll just deselect them, and now you'll be able to see the vertex. So just select one of the vertex, for example, this one. Press G, and you can do the same for this one. Make a square. Okay, this is how it looks like now. Now you can see it is now looking different. So this is how you do the UV unwrapping. Now we will make it in this first plank only, like this. And now this is much better. Okay. Great. Do the same for this. Just get one texture and place it here in the first plank. This is the exact texture of the plank, remember? And we are good. However, this should be done before applying the mirror modifier, but I just want to show you and give you a chance to practice this unwrapping method, because this is a very, very important task when you are texturing or adding textures, materials to your mesh. Okay. This looks okay. It is not that noticeable now. Now we also need to apply the texture here. So go in the object mode, select this roof, ceiling, I must say ceiling, and select this ceiling. Go for wooden plank, and we are good. Now do the same thing for this. Go in edit mode, select this face. You will be able to find it here. Grab it. Just play with these squares. That's the idea. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Now we need to adjust this by going in the object mode. And let's scale this in the Y direction a bit. Then GY to bring it like this. Hold GZ to pull it up. And we are good. You can change the positions of these planks by going in edit mode, select this face, and now you can stretch it like this, and grab it, cover all the planks. So you'll be able to see more planks in the face. Do you see the difference? This is one stretched plank and this is like 6 planks. So this looks much better in terms of detail. So you can do the same for this. So get some muscle memory. This is very interesting work to do. Okay, now it looks perfect, right? You can notice the little detail. These are big blocks. This is very detailed way. So you can do this way. Inside you can keep blocks stretched, and in this case you can consider more planks outside. Okay, so just do the same thing here. It's like drawing on paint, or those softwares where you just move things around. Do the same for this. Again, this is just a kind of a labor work at this moment. However, you could have done this in one attempt before applying the mirror modifier. I'll show you in further episodes of level design, but I just wanted to offer an opportunity to play and practice this texturing. So that's the reason I did not apply texture before applying the mirror modifier. Okay, now it looks good. Now, if you want, you can change the texture of this as well. However, I would like to keep it this way. Great. Now you can save this. I'll select the ceiling first. Tab, E, and extend it in this direction. Not too much, a very little. Let's call it 0.01. That much should be good. Now let's see how it looks in Unreal. So if you select these two objects, make sure you select the childs as well. And before we export it to Unreal, I want you to pay attention to one thing, that is you apply all the modifiers and do not save the file. You have saved the file right now. Okay, let's save it again. Now you just apply modifiers before exporting. So go in object mode, select this roof, make sure you apply all the modifiers and make sure the room has no modifiers as well. So select the room, right click, select hierarchy to select all the children's as well because we want to export them too. And then we hold control and select this roof as well. Then we select hierarchy, although there are no children, so doesn't make sense, but just telling you away. Once you have selected everything and their children's by holding control, go for file, export FBX, and here you can name it merchant shop. Go for mesh because we do not have any other stuff. All the things will be placed in the Unreal. This is something that I wanted to do in Blender. Press on selected objects because that's the reason I asked you to select, so that you only export these. Go for copy and click on this so that you can export these textures. Scroll down in the geometry, change this smoothing to face just for Unreal. Deselect the animation and leaf bones in the armature because we do not have any armature or animation. Then export. Go to your project. This is what we did in the last episode. First thing that I want you to do is select these 4 blocks, delete them. And now what I want you to do, just select this block 1, 2, 3 and cylinder, delete it. Then select this static mesh cubes, ramps and cylinders, all of them in one line and delete them. Let this platform be as it is. Unlock this scale and set it to, let's say, 75 by 75, 0.2. The thickness, we just want it to be minimal. Great. In the level prototyping, I'll go under the meshes. I'll create merchant shop. I'll open this up, import merchant shop, wait for 2 seconds, go for import. Now it will compile some shaders and import them and all. So just give it a second. Okay, and now you can press file, save all. And here search for static mesh so that you just see the meshes. Select all of them and then drag them here. Okay, now if you play, this is our character and I see the merchant shop and the rooftop is also looking good. Now let's try to play with lighting a bit. I have kept my video off because we will be playing here a lot. Okay, now you can create a new folder and just name it merchant shop. So all your items that were selected for this shop will be clubbed into one folder. Okay, save this level. Now select this directional light and this must be there. Now just observe. Press E to rotate the sun or the light. Now we want a little evening time or close to evening time. Something like this. Okay, this will allow you to change the position of sun. Okay, and it should be sunset time. So you can copy the values from here as well, the rotation values. After this, we would like to add some fog. So I'll go in the exponential height fog. You can go in the sky atmosphere. You can make it darker. You can light it down. So I'll keep this and you can note down these values if you want to follow exactly the same. Then we go in the fog scattering color. We will brighten it up little bit. You can also change the colors. However, I would like to keep things till gray and you can increase the fog height fall off and the density as well. Play around with these parameters, see what suits your environment. Okay, and if you want to copy the values, here we go. And let's also change the intensity to something less, let's say 1. Okay, or let's go for 3. So this is like a bit of evening time with some foggy environment. Okay, so that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, we are going to place a table. We are going to place some accessories like barrels, crates, lamp, and etc. So stay tuned, like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. Do let me know if you have any comments or suggestions, or if you are stuck somewhere, feel free to join the Discord community and ask for help over there. So I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye bye.